Daniel's World, what's going on, man? Rate of fire is good, damage is low. Yeah. We do have spider mod right out of the gate. No red heart health. Which is kind of a bummer. I'll try to suplex. I feel like I feel like I miss as many as I hit. If, like, in that instance, it's super easy, barely an inconvenience. Because there's no way I'm not gonna hit something in that swarm. But I feel like with suplex, the problem that I have is that occasionally it's like 2 enemies and I miss them both. And because I miss them both, I just find myself easily hurt. For example, I had taken my hand off of the left key and was working back to the right, but the game still registered that I was going left, so I took damage that I didn't need to take there. It's on controller, I'm sure this is easier to use. It's one of those items that on controller, I'm sure it's easier to use. But yeah, this is what not champion belt. I don't know. It's essentially a wrestling belt, and you suplex enemies. I got great news. I got my Soga order yesterday. I put in a Soga order for Lisa. Oh, you little rat bastard. I put a Soga order in for Lisa yesterday because Glitch gave me money to hook up one of our favorite mods with meat sticks.
Hey man, those are bits.
So instead of an AFK break, do we get a frozen peas break? I have no idea. This is my first vasectomy, so I don't really know what to expect on the other side. I've learned that having a vasectomy is like having a child, that everybody's got kind of a different hyperbolistic story. Oh man, you're just gonna want to douse your groin in kerosene and light it on fire. Versus other people who were like, yeah, I was basically back building high-rises single-handedly the next day. So I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, who knows? Yeah, if I really enjoy my vasectomy, I may go back and just try to get as many as I can. I may try to fill out the whole punch card. Darknet Magic, thank you for the 100 bits. JJ Madison, welcome. Blue Tacking, happy to have you back. Neat. I can't remember what our 15-cent item was, but I think the bomb is worth it. Smelter? I can see myself doing Smelter if we just got enough, like, good trinkets. Vasectomy is not tubes tying. It is... They go down... Was the vas deferens? Basically, as far as I can understand it, or I haven't really done any research, me understanding it better is not going to make the procedure go more cleanly. But they go down and they remove a tiny segment of tube connecting the sperm manufacturing region of your testicles to the semen delivery system of your pathetic, sad shaft. That's just what the doctor called it. It's all clinical. He was pointing directly at it, so I know he meant exactly mine. So ultimately, your boys stay in the warehouse until one day you take the dirt nap and the distribution system, you know, they still send the trucks out, but there's no cargo. Oh, are we 4 minutes away? Look at that, we're 2 minutes and 22 seconds away from breaking the 3-day mark. I don't know why, but Tav, you seem like the type who would say some insane shit right after waking up from anesthesia, like Amber would come in and say, how you feeling in the surgery? Taffy would immediately go into some bit about Mongolians coming to invade and steal all our cheese. The last time I went under was for my colonoscopy. And when I woke up, I didn't say anything because they were right. I woke up and just needed to break wind over and over and over and over again. They told me it was going to happen, and people in other beds were doing it, but I wanted not to so bad. So all I could think about was how anxious I was, and then eventually I did. And at one point I heard like a nurse give me encouragement. She's like, "Get it out, honey." So I didn't really have a chance to say anything. Vasectomies, like most things, are cheaper by the dozen. I believe I was scoffed at yesterday for suggesting you could do a morning stream today. You know who joined your camp, Tysus? You know who joined your camp and made it sound way more plausible? My wife loves me. My wife loves me, I have no doubt about it. But my wife goes... I said something about, like... I showed her the tweet that I made. I thought it was a very funny tweet. And it got a good response. It had like 160, 170 likes this morning. And a couple of retweets. And Amber reads the tweet and goes, "That's very funny, but you're not going to stream in the morning?" And I was like, "Well, no, baby. I got surgery and I can't drink water and I can't drink coffee. And I'm so tired." And she was like, "Yeah, I get it. You're so tired. But you owe hours." And I was like, "Fuck me, Lady Macbeth." Sorry. You're right. I can get in the chair, baby. She was like, "I get it. You're tired, but you owe hours and you don't have anything to do until 1. Yeah, the smelter is inactive as just the gulp pill. Xcal, good morning. Con Snow, good morning. Yeah, John O'Rule's like, they were very clear for the colonoscopy. If I wake up after the vasectomy and have to fart a whole lot, I'm gonna want to see them roll back the tape. I'm gonna have questions and I'm gonna need them to provide answers. But for the colonoscopy, they were like, they were like, "Yeah, you're gonna wake up and want to fart a lot. Just go ahead and run with that, bud. No one's gonna judge you." I have no idea what I'll be like coming out of the vasectomy. I'm sure I'll be groggy and tired. When I'm not on stream, you won't believe this, but I actually don't like talking that much. Yeah, fucking Taskmaster, you're not wrong, man. Lady Macbeth, baby. I get that you're tired, but counterpoint, we need you to go earn. Sure thing, Hillary. Oh shit, I had my hand off the keyboard because I just assumed they'd die. So what I'm hearing is she called you soft. Yeah, and frankly, I took it personal, which I'm pretty sure she planned all along, so here I am. Let's remember, Taffy isn't the boss of McLaffy Taffy LLC. It's best CEO, owner, and operator. Yeah, Best is the CEO, owner, and operator of this business. Nothing to do till 1? You mean I have to sit here and do nothing till 1? What's the timer we're about to reach? Somebody give me exclamation point countdown, pretty please. After my colonoscopy, I asked the nurse if they found all the gum I swallowed as a kid. I wish I'd thought of that joke, if I'm being honest. I was so self-conscious about the idea of farting around strangers. That's some anti-work material right there. Dude, my wife missed her calling as a cutthroat Fortune 500 CEO. In an alternate universe, she's fucking Tony Stark, you know? In an alternate universe, she's Jeff Bezos and everyone... She started off wholesome and wanting to do right by people, but then power and wealth went to her head and she just throws people at the problem until, you know... The toll of human suffering matches the amount of output she needs to succeed. I like, she is more Tony Stark and I am more Pepper Potts. Absolutely. Absolutely. When we need something impressive accomplished in this family, nobody comes to me. They go to Amber if they need shit to get done. And then I'm just there for moral support. I just show up and bring her tea, cook her meal. If Amber's really on board with this, she'll have to help you drain the live rounds. We'll see. I don't know, man. It was hard to find time and energy to do that. It just may be more efficient. Like, listen, the long-running goal is that we enjoy this gift to ourselves together. But in the short term, if we're just dry firing and clearing the chamber, then I can knock that out without having to rope anybody else. That's like asking somebody to help you with your chores at that point. Ooh. I keep wanting to grab a drink. Wasn't Pepper the hardworking, sensible one? I'm not sure you're either. I think, yeah, maybe I'm more happy than either one of them. I'm the guy that, like, I'm the guy that Natasha kicks the shit out of an entire Richard Hammer security staff. I spent 20 minutes kicking the shit out of one guy. I turn around looking for affirmation from people that I did good, and just see that the job's already done and everyone else is left. But I'm secretly still sad because, frankly, I still wanted the affirmation that I did a good job. If I can find a way to generate curved horn, I can really go for some damage. I'd very much like it if the game held my hand today. Justice? Fun. I'm not gonna swallow that. Well, you know what? I'm feeling froggy. Let's go! I'm not scared of you, game. You have any idea what's on my plate today?
Look at you, Stanley. Flaunting your disposable income with that donation to Taffy.
Thank you, Glitch. Glitch drops 50. And says you did good, Taffy. Now to get snipped. I'm genuinely Glitch kind of in a spot where... Nice. Genuinely kind of in a spot where I am actually legitimately excited that I don't have anything to do this afternoon. Well, I mean, like, I do, but, like, I'm not going to be performing the operation. I'm not going to be down there with a penknife and a mirror. I'm going to be out cold with a tube in my throat. So I'm actually kind of low-key giddy that I don't have to, like, be responsible for anything today after I leave here. Boy, that'd be fun if I had enough keys.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
If I had enough keys, playing him out would be a trip. Oh, okay. Easy there, big fella. You are super daunting. Show me, paint the corners. Dakota, thank you so much for being here, and thank you to Champion 7B for the gifted sub. Little rat bastard. Fucking box me in like that. Three. Ugh, hitting for 3. If he does the laser thing, I'm King Kamehameha boned. I wish pedestals would go away after you touch them. Botfly does a little bit of contact damage, which is nice. Rini. Ooh, steak sounds good. I haven't had a steak in a minute, honestly. I don't remember the last time I had a steak. Like a real bona fide steak. Steak sounds nice. Damn, Rini, that sucks. I've been there. I managed to dodge it for most of the morning, but I'm actually legitimately kind of hungry now, which is a bummer. Alright, I think we just go. Michael, good morning. XCal, thank you so much, dude. Get some good rest. Appreciate you. The speed's nice. Fighting Blighted Ovum has highlighted that my speed was less than desirable for a couple of minutes there. Range down. Guppy, I guess? Taking a swing. I'm gonna try one more spot for a second secret room while we're at it. I would love to have a guppy run. Like, a guppy run would just take a lot of weight off my shoulders. As far as, like, trying to function this morning. No. No more. Yeah, the no food or drink before surgery always blows. You know, when I tried to make my sales pitch to Lady Macbeth about not streaming this morning, the big, again, between floors, I just reach for it. The big kicker was, that I really badly didn't want to do like 3 or 4 hours of stream with no water or coffee. And now, yeah, like, thankfully I'll have to stop stream. Like, thankfully I'll have to stop stream, to get pulled together to go and probably do like registration paperwork or change into a gown or whatever. So my last hour or so will be filled up with things to do.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
When I skip breakfast, I am generally pretty ravenously hungry by lunch. And I gotta make it past lunch. I gotta make it past lunch to get, I almost said euthanized, let's hope not. I gotta make it past lunch to get, anesthetized. Thank you, Botfly. Counting on you. So that I can wake up and be given permission to eat a very groggy dinner. Hollycat tier 1, 20 months. Hollycat, thank you so much. Dark Knight Magic, I think I said thank you for the 100 bits. In case I didn't, thank you. And Jackspot, thank you for the gifted sub. Welcome back. Woke up this morning to find out my phone provider suspended my service. I missed a payment somewhere, and I've been auto-paying the wrong amount for months now. It's only a matter of time before I lose internet too. Fuck zeros. Everybody's having kind of a rough morning. Reenie's having a rough morning. Kombucha's having a rough morning. You're having a rough morning.
Hey, man, those are bits.
I'm tired, but I mean, I don't want to jinx it either, but I'm tired, but so far everything seems to be going to plan, you know? Dark Knight Magic drops 100 bits and says, you mean you aren't going to paywall the ability for us to watch the live surgery, and you didn't, you did thank me the first time. Good. Nah, I don't think I'm that kind of person. I don't think I could ever, like, I am overcoming the desire to IRL stream stuff inside my house. I am overcoming the anxiety about, you know, streaming from my patio or streaming from my fireplace or streaming from my, like, getting the streams outside the office. But I still remember, and I know you weren't really asking me to live stream the vasectomy, but as far as like actually streaming out in the world, I just remember how much disdain when I was at TwitchCon, like how much disdain me and other streamers looked at IRL streamers walking around the con like with their cameras out. Matter of fact, like when Lucid and I went to the Smithsonian, there was a broadcaster with us who asked if they could. They were like, "Hey, do you guys mind if do you guys mind if I stream from inside the Smithsonian?" I was like, "Whatever, yeah, you do you. I'm not gonna tell you you can't, you know, make content." But then at one point, they walked up and they put a camera in my face and said, "Hey, what are you most looking forward to?" And I was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." I said I didn't mind if you made content. I didn't say I wanted to be a guest on your show. I'm here with my friend Lucid exploring the Smithsonian for the first time. I genuinely would like very much to not be put on the spot, please. And yeah, when you're at like TwitchCon, people just look at anyone walking around with an extender is sneered at when they walk by. Yeah, you can make content, but I am not your content, exactly. I got very quietly salty about that. Hey, Taffy, is it? Like, it was one of those things we had met that day. We had met that day, and they had to ask to make sure they were getting my name right. They're like, "What are you most looking forward to?" And I was like, "Solitude." Fucking. Oh, my favorite part about being at the Smithsonian is not being on camera. Oh, okay. Bolt BDA, what's going on? Welcome. Torin, good morning. You're making, you are making so you can't have kids anymore. Me and the wife are starting to plan when we'll start to try and have a little me running around. That's exciting. That's exciting. Some of the IRL streamers are cool, but some are just fucking entitled assholes who think who only think of their content and themselves, not anyone else's experiences. I saw some of that at TwitchCon 19 at the zoo. Yep. I'm not saying, like, again, I will never again be the kind of person who turns entire demographics into monoliths or says that everybody from a certain group belongs in the exact same bucket. I am certain that there are IRL streamers out there who carry themselves with dignity, but I have not run into many of them. I will admit that if you're an IRL streamer and we meet and the first thing you do is tell me like, "Oh yeah, I stream IRL," I'm like, dude, is it just me? Like maybe my build is just weak right now. Like my rate of fire is okay, but my damage is not good. All I know right now is that I feel like every room is a struggle. I feel like I'm doing more damage running botfly into things than I'm doing shooting stuff. That feels like it bodes poorly for me. If it makes you feel better, Taffy, I got, at work, I got 2 new residents. Thus, for 18 residents I take care of at a nursing home. 9 of them was a dry and turn. 4 had bed baths, and finally had to get a resident that is immobile ready for his therapy at 5 a.m. And to top it all off, I had a day shift person complain that she had 6 residents to take care of. Patience of a saint, Zuberi. Patience of a saint. I couldn't do what you do. I could summon, you know, if it was the only way I could take care of my family, I could figure it out. But I'm glad you do it. Because I don't feel like I would make it very long before I'd have to try to find something else. Yeah. Fucker, goddamn, I hate this. Neat. I'm terrified if they're anything like me. I need the best doctor's money can buy on speed dial. Yeah. In the best of circumstances, they're terrifying. If they're little versions of you, yeah, I would genuinely be concerned. Really curious, what's the timer? Somebody give me exclamation point countdown, pretty please. One of my friends does when he streams from Disney, always make sure he's not interfering with anyone else's experience. I will say the best is when someone found his stream and then found him in the park, was like, oh my god, is this you? It was super sweet and genuine. I give IRL streamers a big, like a wide berth when I see them. Oh, this is gonna take a million years. When I see IRL streamers who I can tell are consciously like super concerned about whether or not they're like people are getting in their frame, like you can tell that they're genuinely worried, like, is this person in frame? I don't want this person to accidentally get in the shot. You know, you can see them being considerate about whether or not they're potentially accidentally getting people involved who did not sign a waiver. That's usually my, like, first indicator that an IRL streamer's alright. Halfway there. Oh, thank God for botfly and contact damage. On those rare occasions where it lines up, it basically doubles my DPS. That is the syringe. I'm gonna go see if I can buy a bomb real quick. I got a couple of things I want to try. I think I know where the second secret room is, but I can't guarantee what's in it. Ooh, my grumbly tumbly hurts. Daddy wants an omelet. I kind of knew this was going to be the case, but I figured 5 cents for 3 soul hearts was not a bad way to go. Yeah, Framery. Amber, aka Lady Macbeth, was like, what are you doing with your morning? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, your vasectomy isn't until 1. I said, I don't know, probably trying to relax and keep my blood pressure down. She goes, yeah, that's fun. Counterpoint, you could work because you need to work. And I was like, but, and she was like, or you could work because hours need filled. So here I am. Literal hours before my vasectomy. Logging hours because Lady McBee was just like, I don't understand. I keep reaching for my drink. Good night, Taffy. I'm off to bed. Good luck today, and we'll see you when you're feeling better. Hugs and love from us to you for today. Thank you, Jono. I appreciate you. Lady Macbeth. Ow. I'm actually like I'm like dehydrated and hungry, and so I'm just sitting here just like every laugh. I'm fatigued. My head's filled with fog. My tummy's filled with nothing. Is Amber gonna have to choke a bitch? Well, I guess I'll go stream. That's right. Part of marrying a good partner, she's gonna make sure you hit those those hours. It was funny. It was genuinely her going like, well, if you're not streaming, what are you gonna do? And I was like, I don't know. Just try to relax. And she's like, didn't you do that in Kentucky for like a week? And I was like, yo. She didn't say that. She didn't say any of that. It would have been funny if she did, but Her stance was, you need hours and you've got time in the morning. You better go ahead. She did try to get me to stream from Kentucky, and I was like, baby, I'm exhausted. Like, every day I wake up, I hit 2 Monster Whites because they just had them, and it was easier than coffee. I woke up every morning, hit 2 Monster White no sugar energy drinks. I looked at my schedule and said, I have 4 segments that I have to be in today. And then inevitably, and I don't say this as a dig, I'm just saying, like, you know, people there are working hard with limited resources. But every day I go, okay, I've got 3 segments today, that's about 6.5 hours of work, and my first bit doesn't start until around lunch, so I should be okay. And then at like 9:30 or 10, somebody would grab me and be like, hey, do you want to be in Hand in a Box? Do you want to play Capture the Flag on Minecraft? It's about 2 hours. Do you want to play Ultimate Chicken Horse? Do you want to play Gartic Phone? Taffy, hey Taffy. Do you want to play test this escape room? So like every day at that Kentucky getaway, I say getaway, every day at that Kentucky charity marathon, I would be slated for like 6 hours of work a day, but I'd find myself doing like between 8 and 12, and that was part of the reason I was just like, I'm never going to be able to stream from here, there's no way. Did I shave my balls this morning? No, God no. The American healthcare system, I'm probably going to pay 4 figures for this operation. They can shave my balls for me while I'm asleep. I bathed them out of courtesy. I really soaked and lathered up as hard as I could. At current, my devil's driveway is probably the cleanest part of my body. But I'm not going to go down there and groom. If they need to shave it, they can shave it. It'd be one thing if it was Canada and I was getting this for virtually free. This is not Canada. This is the United States. I'm going to pay as much money for this as most people spend on a used car. So no, I'm going to show up on time, and if they want my balls shaved, they can shave my balls. I'm not doing it. Forget that, man. There we go. I needed that man dead.
Speed up.
My day's gonna be good today. I had Rolo ice cream for breakfast because I'm an adult and I can, and I'm playing D&D tonight. That sounds awesome. Did you dye the grays to be a different color? No, I went the opposite direction and I bleached all of my pubic hair. It won't make sense to them why I keep calling my genitals Santa Claus all morning long, but it'll make sense when they see it. He's got a little hat and everything. Did you dunk your balls in blue cheese? No, I can't have blue cheese just sitting around the house. Nobody in this house except for me likes stinky cheese. I'm not gonna buy, you know, $10 worth of good cheese for a bit and then constipate myself by eating a shitload of it before it goes, you know, off. Just because nobody else in the house does stinky cheese besides me. Also, Lisa, you got meat sticks on the way to your P.O. box. I did that last night. They're gonna scrub your balls with antiseptic stuff, so they're gonna get your clean balls no matter what you did beforehand. Yeah, see, everybody's super concerned about it. They're, like, I feel as though there have been more people concerned with whether or not I bathed my balls today than they are concerned, like, did you eat past midnight? Have you had any fluids past 9? Taffy, did you take any prescription drugs that might complicate your anesthesia, thus leading to, you know, serious complications and or death? But the overwhelming majority of people are like, what if you've got stinky nuts? What if you wake up and the doctor's like, pew-wee, you've got stinky balls? It's like, I don't know, man. At some point, the doctor must have seen some nasty-ass shut-in who weighs like 700 pounds, and the bathing stick doesn't reach everywhere, so I can't, like, you know, the gluttony dead guy from 7 has to have wandered through their doors at some point, so I can't be the worst. I should have done a clown wig. If I had had more time, I could have clown wigged it for sure. I went in for a hernia repair and they said do not shave with several exclamation points. Yeah, Cedars, that's exactly my point, is like, these folks have not been bashful about telling me what to do. I had to do a 45-minute phone call with the anesthesiologist talking about everything from my asthma medication to what occasional sleep aids and multivitamins and antihistamines that I take. So I just can't believe that I'm gonna get in there today and they're gonna say, hey, let's go ahead and get you into a gown. And I go to get into a gown and they go, whoa, what's going on there, big fella? And I'll be like, what are you talking about? That's my groin. And they'll be like, yeah, but why are you crapping a wig? What? Yeah, man. The 1970s called and they want their afro back. All right, yeah, haha, very funny. No, I'm deadly serious though. I'm not touching that bullshit. You could have like nut lice or something. Get that away from me. Get your nasty ass in the car and never come back. Well, you guys never said anything about me needing to shave down there. Yeah, we just assumed that you were a, decent human being. We thought maybe that was unspoken. Well, I'm a little bit upset because like I've altered my entire day. I haven't eaten since last night, and then just hear him rack a shell in the shotgun. Listen, I'm tired of trying to hold your hammer. I said it nice. Dwelling isn't too bad. Oh, you know what's funny, Darknet Magic, is that the asshole Geralt run was funded. It happened. The asshole Geralt run was funded. It happened. But the problem, like the real problem, was that we were. It was our third run of Witcher 3. JJ Madison mostly paid for it. And then one day we were sitting there and like I was down to 50 viewers. And I said something to the effect of like, hey, who's watching? Is anyone enjoying this? Like, I was like, please help me understand why viewership is so bad for this. And I think Too Forgetful was there and was the only person who responded. And I think he said, I'm just here to see whatever's gonna happen after Witcher 3. So unfortunately, as much as I like the idea of playing asshole Geralt, it didn't translate into viewership. That's an 85% chance for a deal with the devil. I guess I'm glad because I would have had no idea what the items were, but still, it's a little disappointing. Yeah, this is. I think like think of the stuff that's in there right now as lorem ipsum. I'm pretty sure that's overwhelmingly just placeholder data. There's literally a how to use, ain't gonna be no training for that baby spreadsheet. Hell yeah, I'm down. Lots of ice. How you feeling, Tappy? I'm tired. What's going on? Why? I say why. You would feel like most people's natural response would be to say thank you. Oh my god! Yes, I can't believe it! Little old me and my little Twitch stream and my dreams and my hopes and my aspirations. But instead, the first thing that happens is Champion tips a hundo. And my first response is why? Why? That's my brain's natural reaction to people being nice to me is why. Oh god, Lisa, you and me cut from the same cloth. Champion tips $100 and says Taffy gets to eat pizza and watch 80s movies during recovery or just whenever fund. Thank you. Glitch, as I say, Glitch took care of dinner last night. It wasn't even, I don't even think it was generally, like, the vasectomy or anything. It's just that because of the hours that I'm keeping, we haven't done a traditional grocery shopping run between Kentucky and this weirdness. Amber and I haven't plotted out a traditional meal plan for the family in like 2.5 weeks. It's all just kind of been catch as catch can, and ordering out, which we hate because we hate spending the money. But it has been very fly by the seat of your pants when it comes to the culinary options of the Caps clan the last couple of weeks. So I don't think that's gonna get any different. I would like to believe that I might be able to duck waddle around the kitchen and do a Saturday night cooking stream. But yeah, having a little bit of extra bread to be able to get like burgers or pizza or Chinese food sent to the house for the next couple of days is tremendously appreciated. Something Coke Gaming ad. I would feel so terrible. I need a lot of money, not in-game. I need a lot of money to try to coax as many. Matter of fact, I might even start now. Ooh, I kind of want to see the shop first. I wish I could see the floor. I want to get as many trinkets out of that machine as I can. Yeah, come get some, bud. Thank you, Champoon Poon. The last time I was really, really sick, so like I was obviously down and out when I got my second COVID shot. That kicked the shit out of me. I was down and out when I got my second COVID shot. But the last time I was truly decommissioned sick was in late 2019. And I remember I had to take like 2 days off for that, just genuine illness. And one of the things that I did was I went on to like Hulu and just watched a whole bunch of stuff that I probably wouldn't normally watch, which included Total Recall, like the original Total Recall. So I might not get all the way back to the 80s, but I'll definitely get back to like the early 90s. I forget what the twins do. I'm gonna gulp it probably, unless it's like actively bad. Upon entering each new room, this trinket has a chance to copy one of your current familiars. Boop. Gulp. Yeah, honestly, you know, it is what you remember it to be, but 1990s Total Recall totally holds up. It's not any better, it's not any worse. Sharon Stone is still a stone cold fox though, holy smokes. I generally am a person who goes in on like olive-skinned brunettes, obviously. I am generally a person who goes in on olive-skinned brunettes more than I go in on like traditionally beautiful blondes. But poor Rachel Tickerton never stood a chance in my book. Never stood a chance. That's like the only, like, I find it more believable that humans live on Mars and that there's a mutant woman with 3 boobs than I find it believable that anybody would ever feel conflicted. Sharon Stone is in love with me and wants to make love to me. But there's a catch. Oh really? What is that? She wants to kill me. Is it before or after the sex? This is important. Well, okay, before I say, know that your other option is Rachel Tickerton. All right, back to the Sharon Stone murder thing. Is it before or after we've finished? She's gonna kill you. I heard you. You could fall in love with Rachel Tickerton. Yeah, you've been very clear about this, and I feel like I've been clear in return. Based on the clip I saw, she mimes tying herself up with her aerobic straps on her shoulders. So I need you to answer my question. Is it before or after we hook up? If she doesn't want to get her hands dirty, she can just hand me the gun. I can't help but feel like I'll be very mentally pliable when she's finished with me. Frankly, if it goes the way I hope it goes, I'll be very disappointed if I'm not killed during. I always wanted to read We Can Remember It For You Wholesale. I don't know what that is. Is that what it was based on or something close to it? Hollywood needs more pale redheaded beauties. Oh, you are preaching to the choir. I mean, like, also maybe not because because I can't masturbate for a while. But after I need to clear 30 rounds in 30 days or whatever the hell it is, Ramsey, I'm right there. I'm right there with you. I'm on board. Oh, it's the Philip K. Dick Total Recall was based on, like, damn near every sci-fi movie from the 80s. Gotcha. I had a feeling, but I just wasn't able to, like, keep up. Hey, there we go.
Judgment.
Oh, man, I can't kill you for an increased, I can't kill you for an increased deal with the devil chance. I guess it doesn't matter. I wouldn't get an increased deal with the devil chance, but still. I might cash in some of my bombs. I might cash in some of my bombs in order to get more money to play that fortune teller. The way things are set up, every once in a while I'm walking into another room and getting 2 bot flies and 2 BFF holy waters, which is one of my favorite items in the game. Pretty dynamite. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Not as great. I'll probably keep 1. Alright. Oh, he's got a gravity well. I was like, damn, why can I not hold my ground? I do want to see what's in the shop before I spend this money. I'd hate to get real bad buyer's remorse on pumping the fortune-telling machine full of 30 cents and getting nothing out of it, and then go to the shop and realize that, like, more options is in there. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Just want to clear the floor so I can see. That trinket also apparently duplicates the number of sack daggers I get. So it feels like it was a pretty good deal. That was a real risky little dive there. Yeah, I mean, I would prefer to have it right now, but I can't help but think we'll see at least one more deal with the devil. Fingers crossed. Soul of Apollyon. I have ideas. No, wait. Patience, precious, patience. That is the coin. A box of friends would be pretty cool. Is there anything down here? No. Anything over here? No. Oh, lo-fi. It's funny to me that, like, I genuinely am least concerned today about an elective surgery. I don't want to be sore after. That'll suck, but whatever. Gotta save 7 cents for Diplo. Wow. I have positive luck, don't I? Unbelievable. Psh. Yokley dokley. I can't remember if I went in here. I did not. Oh, that's 2 parts guppy. Seemed better than just leaving the red hearts on the ground and not doing anything with them. Just found out I have to get a root canal in a few months. Now everyone's telling me how horrible they are. I have to go to the dentist on Tuesday. I would rather line up for like 20 going under vasectomies than like 2 or 3 intense trips to the dentist. The last time I was there, it wasn't a root canal. I just had a deep clean, but I had calculus, not like the math, but like basically tooth barnacles. I basically had tooth barnacles in my gum line, so they numbed me up. And at one point, I shit you not, my dentist said, "Hey man, sorry about putting all that pressure on your chest, but I really needed the leverage to try to yank that out of there." He was covered in my blood at that point in time. So I would much rather go under for an operation. Oh, 2 bombs too. Hold on. Let's do this before we go in. I would much rather go under for a minor operation than be awake and have my dentist tell me almost anything. Man. Krampus, you piece of trash. You better give me a lump of coal. Thank you. Nah, none of the fortunes that pop up do anything. Trying to decide if I want to go back and get the smelter, or if I just want to run with Diplo until I get another deal with the devil. Yeah, the damage on this run turned around. I mean, it's not good, but it's way better than it was. Don't really mind the dentist, I just don't mind I don't like the drill. I just don't like the fact that my gums feel really sensitive. McQuee with a rating party of 147. Come on in, everybody. I won't be around for too terribly long. I've got to go get my balls snipped in a little bit. But I also need hours in November, so here we are. Let's take Diplo. Let's just take Diplo. We've gulped a couple of decent trinkets. If we get, like, the cancer trinket and curved horn and cracked crown, then I'll bear the burden. No dancing until they're healed. It's funny. Dentists say shit like, "I'm gonna fillet your gums," and it's like, that's a word for fish. You use that word for fish, not for my face. Alex Khan, welcome. Lord Wook, welcome. McQueeb, of course, welcome. Is level 2 bandage useless? It's a little version of the bandage that shoots charming tears once in a blue moon. I feel like until you're ready to make the jump to a full-blown level 3 or level 4 bandage girl, that it's not worth it. I'd rather have the opportunity to Diplo a good devil deal later on down the road. JB, welcome. Shaka MC, welcome. 8-Bit Aztec, welcome as well. Appreciate y'all being here. How was the Isaac today? Ooh, I was very lucky not to take damage there. Now, when you mention fish tap, I can only think of someone microwaving fish, and it gets me upset all over again. Oh, God. It's like, genuinely champion? Is that Beelzebub? It's not. Genuinely champion? When I mucked up the 4th round, which was dessert, which, by the way, it never dawned on me that they'd ask me to cook a dessert. It just never dawned on me that they would throw a dessert round at me, and dessert is easily my weakest culinary experience or background. I was way more upset about botching dessert because I didn't keep my internal timers well than I was about the fish round, because I had just written off the fish round. Like, I just fucking could not be asked to be bothered. Once they said, "You've got to fillet an entire fish," which I'd never done before. You have to fillet an entire fish. And then you can only use the microwave this round. I kind of checked out. I was like, fine. I just lose this round for sure. Streak up to 55. Also, King Baby is incredible, especially with Little Brim and Holy Water. Yeah, they make King Baby super useful. It's bad. They make King Baby super useful. As a matter of fact, like King Baby and Holy Water, we're sitting here using Holy Water with BFF, and it is legitimately, potentially, one of my favorite items in the game now. One of my favorite items in the game. I don't play Isaac for a long time. Just watch. That was me for the first couple of years of my online life. I watched it, NL and Lethal Frag and Cobalt and Richard play back in the day. And then I decided that I was interested in making content myself. So obviously, in my mind, obviously this was the game I was gonna play. Now I have, either impressively or lamentably, I have 7,000 hours in this game. Inevitably, one of you is going to think to yourself, wait, he has 7,000 hours? Why is he not better? You're not wrong. You're not wrong to feel that way. It's the same way with Dota. I've got 1,700 hours in Dota. I can't get out of 2,200 MMR. Raven, welcome back. I feel like I've made a bunch of new friends this week, and it's very exciting. Raven, did you hear why I'm live this morning? Nice. You did? I mean, like, I guess when I say, no, I'm sorry. Why I'm live this morning as opposed to, like, taking it easy and getting set for today. I genuinely was like, I told people, I said, hey, listen, I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow. I sent a tweet and said, hey, everybody, no stream. I've got a procedure tomorrow. And so I showed my wife Amber the tweet. From now on, we will only refer to my wife as, she goes by the Twitch and Twitter name Best Taffy. We will only refer to her from now on as Lady McBest. Because she said, hey, I talked to the people, your procedure is set for 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And I said, okay, cool. And I showed her the tweet because I thought it was a very funny tweet. I don't often get that kind of traction on tweets. And she looked at it and she goes, it's very funny, but why are you not streaming? And I said, I'm sorry, what? And she goes, why are you not streaming tomorrow morning? You need hours, you have to make up hours. And I was like, yeah, baby, I get that. I get that I have to make up hours, but did you miss the part where I have a vasectomy tomorrow? She goes, yeah, but not until 1. So here I am. I was like, baby, I can't have water. I can't have coffee. It's like, I can't have breakfast. I'm gonna be like raspy and hungry. And she was just like, and? Get your ass in front of the camera, homeboy. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'm surprise stream, everybody. Surprise even to me. Even to me, I didn't even know I was streaming this morning. Dragon, it was funny because it wasn't that she was like out to punish me, or it wasn't that she was like out to get me or anything like that. It was just clearly two brains functioning very differently. Where her mindset was, that's time that you could be using to get shit done. And my mindset was like, stop, I've had enough. I give up. I just need a minute to catch my breath. And she was like, you can catch your breath in December, boyo. Please enjoy this healthy serving of the Binding of Isaac. Yeah, she could have just as easily said, motherfucker, they watched you sleep for a week. You think they care how you sound? Lady McBest has spoken. I can't like challenge her on it, you know what I mean? When she was in chemotherapy, she still did laundry When she was in chemotherapy 5 years ago, she still did laundry and cooked most days. Not because I wouldn't do it for her. Oh, Billy. That gets interesting. Yeah, she'd get home from chemotherapy, poison coursing through her veins. And then she'd be like, I just need to sit for like 15 minutes, but then I have to pivot because I need to do laundry. I just want to rest for just 1 minute, but then I gotta pivot because I gotta make dinner. And I was like, you're out of your fucking mind. Goddamn mercenary. Savagery in its purest form. It was truly unbelievable. It was like when I found out that Chadwick Boseman was sick, but also filmed like his last 4 movies while literally trying not to die, and I was just like, I'm not nearly as busy or tired as I think I am. It was the same thing with Amber, where it's like she had her body literally mutating to try to kill her. It's a thing I can take. She had her body literally mutating trying to kill her and was being pumped full of poison to kill both the deadly cells and the healthy cells. And she was wrapping up the day by going like, alright, I'm gonna take a 10-minute breather, but then I gotta go knock out this laundry and this dinner. And I was like, I could do it. And she's like, I'm already standing. You had a long day is the type of shit she'd say to me, and I'd be like, I can't tell if you mean that or if you're punking me, because it feels like you should be punking me, right? Like, you shouldn't mean that when you say that to me, right? Right? What the fuck is going on? Hear me out, Diplo the Fool card because memes. Nah, I'm gonna try to get out of here with the D6. I'm dropping good money to talented editors. Fuck, I need like one more room of combat, and I just don't think it can happen. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe that thing craps out a battery, but it didn't. Come on, Mom, let's do the dance. You about to... You're doing great. Up, up, and away. Not my 2-year-old just climbing up into my lap to scream at me to put her down. I hate kids. So my 7-year-old the other day climbed into bed because he missed me because I was in Kentucky for a week. And the way that he chose to show me how much he missed me was to crawl into bed, kind of low-key kick me in the small of the back and the butt crack a lot. And then at the very end of his sleep, which was like a full 90 minutes before my alarm went off, to like low-key fish hook me. Like he put his hand around to the front of my face. I don't want to dirty up my glasses, but he put his hand around to the front of my face and just goes, and then he climbed up on me and weighted blanketed me and then gave me like 2 little kisses on my forehead. And then he got up and went about his day. But it was an hour and a half before my alarm was supposed to go off, so I started my day kind of with a sore right eye and like 4.5 hours of sleep. At least he didn't pee on me. That was one for the record books too. That was the one where I woke up and I was like, why is my lower back so warm and wet? No, he's pissing on me. He's actually pissing on me. Okay, well, this is what my Tuesday is meant to be, I guess. Like, I appreciate, like, so my when my 7-year-old does that, I know he does that because he's just that lovey-dovey. Like, he's very, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, he does all the stuff that I wish my sociopath, not my sociopath, my 11-year-old, I'm sorry. I had synonyms mixed up in my head. My 7-year-old does things that my sociopath I wish would do. So I don't want to wish it away. I think it's awesome that Rory feels human emotions and empathizes with other humans. But sometimes I wish he just didn't like pet so hard, or didn't do it at such odd hours of the day. Speed up.
Speed up.
He's like Nosferatu, creeps up to my door in this weird guttural cadence and says, "Ma." I feel bad because like my boys are so sweet and pure and innocent, and then like the other day, one of them said something that was incredibly sarcastic to me in their response. And I was like, did you just use a sarcastic tone of voice with me, boy? If you're feeling like a man, you let me know now. And then Amber, Lady Macbeth, jumped in with, I want to get the tone right for this, and I can't do it with like sultry lo-fi in the background. Amber hears this kid be a snarky smartass to me. And I was like, were you just snarky to me, boy? And she stops and says, "Oh, I wonder where he could have picked that up. I wonder who taught that to him." And was giving me this face. And at that moment, in my living room, eating a meal that I had cooked with groceries that I bought for a family I tell that I love, I felt very alone. Verp! I felt very alone. I do that to my husband all the time. I try not to treat them like little 35-year-old roommates, but I also don't want to like sugarcoat the real world to them. So I try to shoot them as straight as I can with regards to just how everything is, but I also don't want to like ruin them before they even get out into society. So I try to love them, and I try to be reassuring, and I try to be their dad. But I also sometimes just talk to them like they're 35-year-old roommates and just trust that they'll figure it out. And yes, sometimes I can do a better job of like being educational and not being. I'm trying to cut back on the number of times I use the phrase, "You need to sort your shit right out." Because apparently. But in fairness, I wouldn't have to say that if they would sort their shit right out, you know? Bummer. I guess we just go. My son will literally loophole around everything, and my husband will say something like, "It feels like my head is in a vice grip," and then my son will deadpan look at him and say, "You know that's literally impossible, right, Dad?" Oh. My biggest thing... Oh, okay. Like, they're at school. I can say this. My biggest thing is that I've been trying to break my eldest. Can you not play the sack room? How would I replenish my health is my big question there. Don't get me wrong, I do love me some sack room action. But how in the world would I replenish getting rid of all these soul hearts? If it gives me money at the end, I'm boned. Oh, he's invincible. He's invincible. There we go. Now we can kill him. My big thing that I've been having to deal with my 11-year-old is that he just loves... He fucking loves feeling like the smartest kid in the room. And so what he'll do on occasion to feel that way is he'll just make shit up. He'll make up statistics. Oh god, those were terrible. Well, I may have just boned us. Let's go look for tinted rocks, I guess. he'll just make statistics and shit up. And I'll be like, son, unless you're planning on a career in politics, you can't just make shit up and just trust people to believe you. Like, your facts have to be, like, grounded in reality and vetted. Unless you plan on being... Oh, I didn't even see that guy. Unless you plan on being the next president of the United States. Like, you'll have to say things that are true. Because people will expect you to, like, provide sources. I've also gotten to a place where I very aggressively counter-program him like I'm deprogramming a brainwashed person. Every time he gets in mine or his mother or his brother's face and goes, well, actually, I get up in his face and go, well, actually. Because I tried telling him using calm human words how condescending that is and how people will really dislike him for doing it. But I feel like the only way he's gonna get it is if I make him feel the way he's making other people feel, and I go, you see? Empathy is when you take the feelings you have and you pretend other people can feel them. Oh, they get so mad when they get called out. I'm like, that's a bullshit stat. I'd like you to prove your work. You drop prove your work on an 11-year-old who's convinced they know everything. And they look at you like you just pants them in the middle of like their high school talent show. Boy, they get pissed off when they're like, oh yeah? Where'd you read that? Oh, I just know it. Oh yeah? Why? You start doing to them what they did to you when they were like 8? Why? 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 How? Why? 6 to 12-year-olds are just little bullshit factories. Yeah, the countdown timer is just my Twitch contract stipulates that I have to hit 160 hours every month. i.e. I have to hit 40 hours a week like a full-time job. And I am way behind on hours because I spent a week in Kentucky doing charity work. Which I am totally okay with. The why of me being behind on hours is very good. But it also doesn't change the fact that I need to grind out a bunch of streaming. I hope that explanation got you there, Jade Stone. It's also the reason that I'm going live for like 2.5 hours today and then going for surgery. Trying to see if I can find the second secret room. I'm suddenly lightly miffed at the amount of health I have for what I received in return. I'm just trying to get that last guppy piece. Familiars follow Isaac's exact movements, instead following loosely like they usually do. Holding the drop button causes them to stop moving. Doesn't affect some familiars like Abel. I'm okay. Gotta grind out those Bezos bucks. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Alright, well, just don't get hit. Play better. Keep looking for drinks. Keep looking for water or coffee. We did get the counter under the 3-day mark, which is encouraging. Oh my. So long, sucker. Huh. I'd like to find another pedestal item so I could set down the Satanic Bible in there. And then come back. Neat. And then come back and, like, thankfully, we have item rooms on this floor. So I wouldn't mind. Wish you guys would fucking stop a lot. Ooh. I wouldn't mind coming back, yeah, and re-rolling those 2 items. The items that I'm not going to take with me, which is the D20 is not coming with me. And, whatever we find. Like, whatever else we find. That said, we've already had a 2-heart swing on this floor, so it's pretty good. Pretty good start. Holy shit. There's a part of me that wonders whether or not I've not been given Poker Chip its due. And Dakota, thank you. I appreciate the encouragement, question mark? Just got. Who sings I'll Be There? I'll be there to love and comfort you. Is that the Temptations? I don't know why that song just popped. Is that Jackson 5? Really? I have no idea. Like, any guess I have is truly just a guess.
Denizen of the cave.
Nah, that's too deep for anyone in the Jackson 5. Norris Core Prime Gaming 54 months. There's a passion in that voice that only age can bring. Do they put you under for the surgery? They surely do. Which is funny because the last time I went there, they absolutely were not going to. But this time around, it's gonna bother me. No, not Mariah. It is the Jackson 5. No, wait. That's gotta be a different I'll Be There. Four Tops. You were right, though. The Jackson 5 do sing a song called I'll Be There. But the one that I'm thinking of is the Four Tops, Reach Out and I'll Be There. Four Tops. You were absolutely right. There is a Jackson 5. There is a Jackson 5 I'll Be There, but I'm thinking of Reach Out and I'll Be There by the Four Tops. The Jackson 5 covered it? Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking of the original. I don't know why. Somebody said something, and for whatever reason, I think it might have been a lyric to that song, and then all of a sudden the song just started playing in my head, and I was like, damn. What I wouldn't give for Pretzel to have Four Tops right now. Good luck with your balls. I appreciate it. What's funny is that I am way less concerned about the vasectomy than I am just like, hey, that's perfect. I'm way less concerned about the vasectomy than I am just kind of like concerned about the ongoing status of my stream and getting November sorted. That is, I am riddled with anxiety about that. Ew. Ew. I should be getting charges to get health, but... Murder is the case that they gave me? Song title is Reach Out. There we go. I am hungry. Like, genuinely, like, what's happening inside my body right now is why I was convinced I shouldn't stream today. I'm glad I did. I'll be happy that we're under 2 days on the timer. But like the same bullshit that happens inside my body every single time I skip breakfast This might actually be the only run. This might be the only run I get in today. I wonder how much lead time I need. Like, it takes us about a half hour to drive there. Do I have to be there at 1, or do I have to be there early to fill out paperwork? The next time I have a break, these are the questions I should ask Amber. Yeah, under 3 days. Sorry. Yeah, I feel like I should probably get there early. I might be able to sneak in a second. I might be able to sneak in a second run today, but it'd have to be like, it couldn't be an Eden run to Blue Baby. It'd have to be like, let's go try to get some stuff done on the B-sides. Let's go try to get stuff done on the B-sides and have it be something where we die a lot. Who's driving me? Amber. They've literally told Amber that if she leaves the urology clinic while I'm still there, that they'll wake me up and set my ass in the... They'll stop where they are, whatever they're doing, and they'll wake me up and set my ass in the waiting room so that she can come pick me up, because they're like that emphatic about people not just leaving folks behind while they're under. They apparently made a point several times of telling Amber, like, if you leave while Ryan is under our care, we will stop everything we're doing and just put him back out in the observation room. So she has to be there the whole time, or they will freak out. What if she wants to go get food? Negative. No food, no coffee, no leaving the building. If she leaves the building, they will put my ass in a chair and just leave me there until she comes back to pick me up and take me home. That's kind of BS. Well, folks who work in outpatient situations... I probably shouldn't have killed the battery boy. Bummer. Folks who work in outpatient situations have said it's a huge liability risk that if they finish and they have to get rid of me, that they just send me out and I, you know, say, oh, I'm fine, and I sit in the waiting room, but instead I walk out to my car, start my car, and then drive directly into some children. That apparently that's, checks notes, bad. So it's them driving home that they will not be liable for having a doped up, recently anesthetized human being just kind of staggering around the premises with no supervision, nobody to inherit that liability. Fucker. Really trying not to get hit there. I was also hoping for a better item, man. What hit me? Why am I dying? I don't know. I might actually be down at 1 health. Let me go see. Let me go see if I can get in and out of this boss trap room. I'm super kicking myself. I'm super kicking myself about blowing up the battery beggar. Oh, okay. Well, we're at least at 2 hearts. It's so tragic Taffy ran over his old accountant. That guy owes me so much paperwork, and I'm so cranky about how... I mean, we fired him for not being responsive, so I guess it makes sense that he's not being responsive. It just frustrates me that he's being contacted by another accounting professional asking to fix what he's done. And we can't get him to answer us. In my area, they want you to stay for the surgery, but you're not permitted to stay in the waiting room because of COVID. I was told I could sit in my car or go to a diner. I don't think numbers are all that bad in Virginia right now. I think we're doing okay-ish, as far as I know. That's neat. I like getting a Tears upgrade. Alright, well, here's hoping. I have to go evacuate what's left of the pee in my body. So now's as good a time as anyway. Let's do this one. I think this one gets me the full charge. Fruitcake's actually doing pretty good work here. Oh shit, very scary. It's like I jinxed it. Alright, well, Fruitcake's making this part of the fight weird, but normally Fruitcake's been really helping out. It felt like it feels like a hunger strike mantra. Come on. This ought to be done. I'll take a range upgrade for sure.
Answers.
I'm already so far up here, I might as well. I'd love to get Guppy, I just don't know how it happens. I'd love to get Guppy, I just don't know how it happens. So many pheromones cards. Hey. I think I can do that. That's basically a damage upgrade considering we have Lump of Coal. I don't need a Temperance card. I'll just get on out of here. Get on out of here now, get! It's a long walk to the second secret room. If I can manage not to get hit a few times, I can stockpile a little health. Yeah, Sweets the Fox, you'd be amazed what, like, the reason that I did all this was not for, like, pity or anything like that. Like, the reason I did it was because I thought it would be, in a certain manner, soothing to me. I'm just gonna do this. Just clear out this area so I can shoot him. And never got Spectral Tears. I find it soothing to me to actually see the number go down so that I can know in real time. I feel like, you know, when you're live, you're so isolated. There's a lot of guesswork that goes into stuff. And then honestly, like, if chat's gonna be forced to come with me on this ride, then I thought it was kind of only fair that you guys would, like, know exactly what we still had ahead of us, you know? That was why I was pretty confident that the subathon would go over pretty well. You know, not to sound too schemy, but like, the fuck? Why did I get hit again? I don't understand. I think it's because it dragged the thwomp into me. But not to sound too schemy, but ultimately I was pretty sure that the subathon would go over well because you can just never underestimate the manufactured urgency of a ticking clock. In that case, it was, you know, people, for the fun and for the memes, we were all in on the joke, but for the fun of, why do I keep getting hit? Fruitcake, what are you doing to me? I think we're gonna be okay, I just don't understand what's happening. We were all in on the joke, so I don't feel too terribly bad about it, but like, yeah, you'd be amazed what a countdown clock will do for creating either a sense of relief or a sense of urgency. Oh, I bet you it's firing off a Polyphemus round once in a while. And it's just hitting right next to me. Death of Barney, welcome. Please. There we go. Death of Barney, welcome. I miss disc golf. Disc golf is fun. Ooh, I do love Infestation too. Can't really see myself taking either one of those. I wish I had mapping. Oh, pheromones didn't do shit all to these guys. Have you tried taking the boys disc golfing? No, I haven't been disc golfing since my 20s. I haven't been disc golfing since my 20s. I had a heavy pothead buddy that was like his excuse to go out, get a little exercise, and also smoke some weed while he was at it. And I'd go out and play disc golf with him. He had, you know, he had discs, he had clubs, so to speak. So he'd give me like a driver and a putter and a wedge to just run around with. But I've never, like, until recently, I've never had the expendable resources. I've never had the disposable income to buy my own clubs. And now I have the disposable income to buy some disc golf clubs. But I don't have the time. Disc golf is the stoner sport. I loved it. I loved going out there smoking a little weed with him and just being in the woods for an afternoon. That's a... You take disc golf out of that, that's still a good afternoon. That's still an afternoon well spent. Well, this build is something. This build is something.
Speed up.
I forgot that we had Guppy's tail. I wouldn't say I went all in on Guppy, but I genuinely hoped and believed we would get there with Guppy. And such appears to not be the case. I think that was a speed upgrade, that hill back there. In which case I'm, yeah, capped out. Capped out. We did manage to go from 3 or 4 hearts back to full health, which is nice. That double adversary room is always the mark, like it's the litmus test, the benchmark for is your run successful? Are you doing well enough with this run that you can expect to win? I'm feeling pretty okay about it. We are officially maxed out on health. Nice. Nice. I went downstairs and told Amber that we're calling her Lady Macbeth. And I told her why. She swears up, down, and sideways that the only reason she told me to come up here and stream was because she thought it would keep my mind off things. You know what I say to that, chat? Don't let her sell you on this revisionist history bullshit that she's got going on, okay? You guys remember that I was of sound mind and body when I said I didn't want to stream today? That she essentially held a metaphorical gun to my head, alright? I need to know that we're all uniform.
Telepiz.
I need to know that we're all on the same page. Because when she comes in here, I won't lie to you, it's gonna be scary. You know? She can be intimidating when she chooses to be. Go get him, Burbs! I'm alright. I'm alright. Oh.
Someday, Bumbo, lucky Bumbo, someday the Bumbo is a bad Bumbo. He got corn.